I wrong? My understanding was that bond ordinance can only be used to rectify anything to do with the mold suit, nothing else, correct? Alright, so it's been a while, since we discovered the mold. I think we gotta put a flame under this and move it along. Nobody wants to spend money on anything, but this is people's health. I know some of these people for a long time, we want them to be healthy, well, maybe not all of them, I don't know. But really, you have to do something. You have to, well, whoever's responsible for the heat and the rain would want you not to, well, but really, I think we have to move along on it. I know there are different steps you have to take. I don't know what's involved, but whatever's involved, please let's get it done. Let's stop talking and get some action done, please. Thank you.
Is this now the time to follow up on that question? So I just want to follow up, what should I do next on the actual steps to follow up on what's going on with the repaving of the roads and possibly to have someone come check the house to look at the storm drain and clean that out too?
Yeah, so what we'll do is, I'm sorry.
I just didn't get a response.
So we'll have the borough engineer go by, take a look, see what's going on, check the catch basins and the storm drain, and we can do that.
Okay, is there a time when I should follow up, or how long that usually takes?
If you, not publicly, but if you can get us after the meeting, give us your contact information.
Will do.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
So what?
You need to give pictures back?
Yes. No, you can keep, you can keep.
You want us to keep them? Okay, keep.
I have copy, so really 15 years, so never had a problem before. Just start last year when they covered up the lead coating for the road. After we have problems several times. Please, we understand Russian government, the mayor and councilor. I'm first time coming here. You are a lot of work. I'm sorry for I was more involved with town, so my son working, and I hope everybody happy. So work. Please help me. Okay?
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Clogged? I know, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe it got clogged.
Yeah, you can clock too. So you can easy part of or paper
Maybe
pump
for the
or
asphalt?
sewer compressor.
With the asphalt that was on the drain. I know, it looked like a leak.
Anyone else?
Oh.
Yeah, I will speak to continue my.
Okay, you got 3 minutes.
Okay, so I have a good idea for the board. Okay, I think this is best idea. What is this? Okay. I strongly demand to mayor and council member that please decide by the referendum to move to temporary move space or to build new city hall building or November general election.
A referendum.
Okay, referendum, this is very important for the resident. Okay, second thing, New Jersey State Control Report. According to the New Jersey State Control Report and the Mary Ann Gross ESQ report last year, that document reference to provide guidance as to correction actions to be taken by the borough for gas card, car loans, overpayment, and the road contract, and more. What are mayor and council member doing to solve this problem? When will you do to get the complete solution to this problem? Please explain to us, what is your plan for this one? Your mayor and council members, this is still about 1 year. You're negligent. Sorry, you are negligent. Dear mayor, please, it must be resolved while your time in town, which is very important for residents, and it will help your political future. Does council member want to come back again after your term complete? It will be always hold your back while you are in or come to council members. Third one, town ordinance. I strongly request Council John to propose a town ordinance to create team from outside CPA and borough with equal number under your control to deal with the state control report and to get resident agree by the referendum to get the lease agreement or to build a new city hall on general election, because you are free from here, free from this problem. You want to know, you need to know which council member against it. Thank you, listen to me, thank you, Father.
Thank you. Anyone else? Masha?
Marcia, sure, just two things. As far as the driveway goes, I realize a lot of these driveways slanted back. I would think it should be the obligation or the job of the planning board, the board of adjustment, that they should advise the builders when they come before these boards, no, you have to elevate your driveways. Because I don't think there's anything the town can do about the existing problems as it stands. The second thing is, Stephanie, when you open up every meeting with a negative statement, don't you talk to the council beforehand, before the meeting meets? Because as long as you're sitting here, I've never heard you say anything positive about the town. When there are a hell of a lot of positive things about this town.
Yeah, I'm not saying,
Where you gotta wait till we close
oh,
the
sorry,
door?
yeah, I have to answer it, sorry. Okay, I'll answer it later.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Eric Ports again, 221 Columbus Avenue. A few months back, I had come before the mayor and council about the properties that aren't being taken care of in the borough. We got a few people on my block, in fact, a fellow that wanted to come here is on vacation, he had to go to Washington State, but he wanted to come. We have older homes. My home was built in 1910. And I spent a lot of money since I've been in this house, more than what we paid for it, just to keep it nice, so that when people come by, they say, oh, you're doing a nice job in your house, or, but we got new buildings, new condos that aren't being maintained, especially with landscaping. They have people come in, what I call a lawn boy. That's a kid who used to be in high school, who come over with a lawnmower, mow the lawn, and walk away. If I invite any of you to go on Commercial Avenue, north of Henry Street, on the east side, there's apartments there. I take my dog back there, it's so dirty, he won't even go to the bathroom. It's filthy, it's disgusting. And this has been brought before the mayor and council before about them. And people who own their homes are taking better care of these places who supposedly have landscapers to take care of it. I'd like to say one more thing. My brother he's a retired policeman. Steve Thompson, who was a policeman in town, my brother, he's retired. I was on the ambulance corps years ago. People who are first aiders, people who are on the fire departments, I give great credit to. But these guys, you have to stand behind them, not to fund them. It is wrong. These are the first line people who go out there every day and put their lives on their line, their lives on their line. And we, as citizens, ought to back them up 100%. If they need money, if they need vehicles, whatever they need, these people deserve it. I'm sorry that
I have a question and also have a comment. I have a question for all the councilmen and the mayor and the administration too. That you guys, I see how concerned you are about the mall, and I'm glad, and we have to take care of that. But like the councilwoman said, Cindy Pereira, she mentioned that she have experience of building and she know about the mall. Do you guys know that we've been living with Mo in our school? And I'm gonna repeat that again, like I said last meeting. Our children was living with Mo, and we as a teacher, as a staff was working in Mo. And we had to cover the whole wall. and our children have to live daily basis with more. And none of you guys, as a bodyguard here, haven't said a word and go there and support the school. Forget about anything, yes, but this is, excuse me, because this is our town, so forget about the school board. We still are, this is our kid. So I see how you guys worrying so much about our person work here, and I worry about that too, because we have to take care. But what about us? What about our children that it was living? At that time, I didn't see none of the council person supporting that. Excuse me?
It's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Well, listen, she's talking. Leave it talking.
Cindy.
She's talking, Cindy.
Wait, Cindy.
I'll tell you
It was
again.
true because
I'll wait
we
till
have
the end.
proof that we are working. They didn't move our children to another place to get educated. We were still getting educated in the same place, and I see how you guys wanna move everything. And I spend money in moving and relocate the building, okay, when we have. If this is something that is going on and we don't know, because everybody know why we wanna do all this drama, like moving everything. Why can't we just do it and repair? Yes, because we have to take care of that, because Mo is not healthy. Because my daughter was attending school with Mo and all our children. Why we don't move and cover the area and do it the same way we do it in our school? And be considerate, because this is kind of offending us. If we're gonna sue, then we all as a parent have to sue the town for having our children attending the school and more. And I didn't see none of you guys support that. In fact, you guys reject the referendum. Cindy Pereira, you need to have some respect when the person is talking, because when you're talking, you want respect. And I'm not saying anything that is hiding here. Nobody's standing here and say that. You know why? Because they know how they're gonna be treated and how things is working. And I'm not here to be the hero. I'm here because I'm suffer that. I was working in Mo, and my kid was standing in Mo and Limber School. And I don't see one of you guys going to support that. And I see all this thing, all this meeting has been going on. Yeah, the time went on. Thank you.
Anyone else?
No respect.
Back?
So can we answer the question?
No, one second.
Yeah, answer please.
Oh, I'm going to.
We've been actually raising several times about car accidents on East Central Boulevard. Today I heard about the, traffic accident also on the Homestead. Also back in January, we asked for, okay, can we see the report in terms of statistics, whether it's growing, how much it is, how many, what's the percentage to growing and so on. And I believe mayor actually asked one of the chief in office and produced that report. But we haven't heard anything since then. So I'm hoping that I can ask again to give us those reports. And because it's getting dangerous, I see, very often we see the car accidents.
Thank you. You already had your turn. Anyone else? Okay. Don't see anyone else. May I have a motion to close the public session, please?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Would you like to go?
Yeah, I'd like to, because I want to address, the school. And is Tom Matarazzo still in the audience?
No, he left.
He left, okay. So this was probably before your daughter was even in school.
No.
If I had
No.
to guess.
Not a back and forth. It's not a back and
No,
forth.
that's not true.
I'm answering your question. Can you,
Cindy,
you
don't say that.
want the answer? Do you
No,
want the answer?
but don't come with
Do you
that.
want the answer?
No, I don't want the answer.
I didn't think you did.
My
I think you
daughter
just
was
want
in
to
school.
grandstand and not have an answer. I went to every board
No,
meeting.
no,
Dave
no, that's
Lorenzo
not
was
true.
there, and I complained about that infiltration and that danger in that school, and that the lunchroom was unsafe and that children didn't belong there. Every meeting I was there, so don't you dare come.
How you tell me that my daughter was
You
attending
dare
school?
come here and say
No,
that
she was
I-
attending
that
school.
I have
How
never
you
gone.
telling me that if I went there?
How is it that you have the ability to
Yeah, I'm
say
gonna
to
prove
me-
it that my daughter was attending school. No, so she could yell at her and I cannot? She had to
Sí,
respect
pues
me.
Jelly,
She calling me
speaking
liar.
slow
She
to
calling me
Jelly.
liar. Excuse me, she calling me liar. She said my daughter never attend school.
I went to every single meeting.
Nothing about it.
Well, I have a right to come here.
I begged for an engineer. You said that none of us did anything. I asked them to hire an engineer at the time. You wanted to say, make a statement that isn't true, but you don't want to.
Well, you make a statement of me saying that my daughter wasn't attending school.
You-
And
she
she
wasn't
was.
in school at
And
the
she,
time
I'm
I
gonna
was
bring you the
involved.
proof to you today.
No, you're not listening.
Yes, no, don't tell me that she wasn't.
Your daughter wasn't in school when I was
And you were in
involved.
school?
When I was involved. Are you listening?
Okay.
I
When
didn't
you
say your
wasn't
daughter
born.
wasn't in school with the
But you was
mold.
the council when it was born there.
That's right, and I was there all the time at every meeting, telling them
Then
that
you
it was
have to really
important
fix it, and you
to
moved
get
to
an
school.
engineer. I said it was, that I forced them to get an engineer at the time.
Listen.
You know, you are really just special.
No, yes, of course, I am special.
She doesn't want to hear the answer.
Go ahead, Dave.
I am special.
It's good, you don't have to hear the answer.
You want to respond to any questions? So we have a few. The first one was Susan Brower brought up the mold issues that she was reading on. We have the information from the gentleman.
Listen, what she said right now is not correct, and it's just insulting.
It is correct.
All right, guys.
Hay talking to personal.
I'm the conversation, building the buildings, I don't know where that comes from. And the response to the comptroller's report again, which is.
Well, look, you probably haven't been at some of the meetings, but recently there was an article in the paper about the state comptroller's report, and how based upon the survey they did, 90% of the towns they surveyed were misinterpreting the state law when it came to sick pay. But only one town made corrections, and that town was Palisade Park. So, your comment that we need to bring people in, that was already done, that was done months ago. We had the auditor involved, we had the special counsel involved, and all the recommendations that had to be done were passed in resolutions, where ordinances were changed, policies were changed, personnel was changed. So, I guess my point is that when this all started, you could have said what you said, but since it all started, everything you said has been already done. And again, in fact, we're the only town that's addressed it, according to the newspaper article anyway.
The other question was Eric, and I brought up stuff on property maintenance, and we'll talk to John Brella to pick up the control of it a little bit. Mr. Porter talked about the mold in the schools, and I agree with it, but that's a school board issue, so
Yeah.
we have a school board member here, we have school board members in the audience.
Let me just comment, I like to comment on that just to clear something, because we've had this in the past, where residents believe that the governing body
He controls everything.
The state, by state law, the school board is separate from the mayor and council. The school board runs the school system and is responsible for their facilities, and the town is responsible for the municipal facility. So when there's an issue with the school, not that you don't have a right to come here to complain about it, but your time would be better spent going to the school board, because they're the ones who have to address it. So if you're unhappy or believe that the school needs to make improvements, you have to take that to the school board, because they have to vote, they have to use the money that the town is giving them to address the concerns that you're raising. The mayor and council have no control over how the school district utilizes the funds that they receive from the taxpayers. They have a board of education, I believe they have 7 or 9 members. They have 9 members that are elected by the public. Those 9 individuals, together with the superintendent of schools, make all, not some, every decision involving the school is made by the 9 board members and the superintendent of schools.
The last one.
Stephanie, you are the committee member for the BOE, you're the liaison. Any word on the continuous vote? I mean, you were at the board event last year. What was the situation? Was there any resolution or any plans, funding, referendum like the gentleman said? Because I do agree with the people. The whole system there has been there for a very long time.
We're doing something.
Right, but I'm just curious, do you have any ideas? Because you are the liaison.
While I was serving, we had a mold problem, and during the vacation, because none of the students are coming, we cleaned up the whole thing over 2 months.
So the mold is gone?
Mold is gone?
No, it's not a problem.
There's no problem. I didn't say it's a problem, I said, at that time,
And
you
then the
guys
last
didn't do
question
nothing.
was, she wanted to know.
Esta anda buscando vender building es.
One, you could open request them from the police department, if they're available, they'll give you the report.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, mayor asked police department to give us a report, we didn't get. That is in January. So if mayor says, please provide it, what makes the things that,
I'll answer
when I
that.
do the Oprah request, they give.
Officer in charge at that time was working on that, but he's out on leave right now, so I'm gonna ask, Captain Espino if you can you see if you could reach out to him and see if he has it completed, please?
So if you could,
Well, we.
Borough Clerk believes that he did a report, if you can just circulate that report to the Borough Administrator or the Mayor and Council. He gave the statistics about the number of accidents.
Yeah,
That's it.
okay, thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn the, regular meeting?
Second?
All in favor? Thank you all for this.